Hi, I'm Marv Williams. I'm going to talk with you today because some of my friends says, Marv, you've been in this business for over 30 years. You've done a lot of inventions and you've pushed the technology to its limit. Why are you so excited about this blockchain technology? What's that all about? Why are you so excited about this Bitcoin? Are you one of those, digital currency guys? And what is this new company, Xerillium, that you started and that you're working with? What's that all about? Well, let me tell you, it's not about the blockchain in and of itself. It's not about the blockchain. It's not about Bitcoin. Several things are happening within the industry right now. They're happening within the technology space right now. And there are four fundamental aspects that I think you need to understand. If you understand these, and you'll understand why I'm so excited about what's happening right now in the world of technology and innovation. One, what you're starting to see now is what's called decentralization of applications, decentralization of services. This is really unique. Back in the old days, as you know, you have a central source of truth. That this company or this organization will tell you what is the source of truth, what is right, what is wrong. If you take Uber today, Uber is the single source of truth. Uber, they do the background checks on the drivers. Uber does the credit checks on the customers. Uber does the transaction. They are a centralized model. What's happening now is we're going decentralized, where you don't have this centralized source. That's number one that's occurring, decentralization of applications. Second point that's occurring, and I think is absolutely critical, what you're seeing is a trustless protocol, trustlessness. Trustlessness means that now that these applications are decentralized, they don't trust each other. So that's good, that's bad. But what they've done is we now have a trustless protocol whereby we can determine, I don't trust you, you don't trust me, and who should be the single source of truth, or what should I really believe? That protocol now exists. Of course, I've been utilizing that protocol for years with my brother. He doesn't trust me, I don't trust him, and so that's the way we exchange our money back and forth with each other. But that's another story. So the trustlessness protocol, very, very unique. The third item that I think is absolutely critical is immutable. Now that transactions or what has occurred is immutable. What does that mean? That means you can't change the history. What happens, happened. And via digital signatures and sign off, and this is really what the blockchain's all about, is that I can prove certain things that you can't change what occurred. I can show a transaction of what happened from point to point to point on transactions. This is good and bad, and that's one of the things that Xerillium addresses. It addresses some of the weaknesses of immutability. And some of the things that happen with some of the currencies, some of what they call a hard fork has been happening and things like that, because there are problems with that concept. It's good and it's bad. The fourth aspect, which I'm really impressed with that's been going on with the technology, is what I refer to as inherent operational value. Okay, Mark, what's inherent operational value? Well, inherent operational value is that because I told you it was decentralized, because I told you we have these trustless protocols, because of all these things occurring, what is happening is that the very process of you ensuring and doing these transactions and making sure that things are correct, you will get paid for that. That has value. So the more that you can show the value of what it is that you're doing technology operational-wise, you will get paid for it. In Bitcoin, they refer to these things as miners. They are miners. They're mining the gold miner. They're mining the Bitcoin. In other words, they are going through the ledgers, proving certain things to be true. So that's what's occurring there. I think if you understand those four concepts, forget about the blockchain. Because you don't need a blockchain, believe it or not, to do these four concepts. In terms of immutability, when I was the lead inventor at IBM for years, one of the things that I worked on was the non-repudiation of delivery, showing non-repudiation, that this person really did deliver it, this person really did send it. So this immutability concepts, these are not new. However, what you're seeing here with the paper that Satoshi Nakamoto did is that all these things are starting to come together in a very unique pattern. And I'm really excited about what Xerillium is doing and where we're going with this technology. We've handled some of the fundamental problems of what do you do with smart contracts. The problem with smart contracts today is that they're not smart. They depend on a deterministic value. So we'll show, with our company, we address some of those issues with deterministic capabilities. How do you do that in real time, in three-dimensional space-time, four-dimensional space-time continuum? How do you do that? In other words, Joe said he's going to meet me in New York at 5 o'clock. It's now 5 o'clock and Joe's not here. How do I get that into the smart contract? Our company, Xerillium, we address those. We make smart contracts wise, and we address real-time events happening, and we handle things with immutability. I'm looking forward to talking more on this, and I'm looking forward to you getting more interested in our initial offering and where we're going with this thing, and I will be talking to you in the future. Stay tuned. This is an exciting opportunity.